In almost any company, there are processes that need to be completed step by step. Take, for example, creating a landing page. First, the copy is written, then the design is created, then the page is built. Finally, the finished product is handed over to the client. To avoid overloading employees and to establish a clear order of work, Planfix uses Sequential Tasks. This is a tool for working with a chain of tasks, where each next task starts only after the previous one is completed. This approach ensures that only one task is active at a time, and that the rest of the tasks stay in drafts and do not distract the team. It also makes it easier to control deadlines and the order of completion, while reducing visual noise in the Chronicle. To set up a sequence, start by creating a new task. This will serve as the parent task. First, fill in the fields. Enable the Sequential Task option and open the task card. Now you can add subtasks and assign them to specific employees. Write the copy, assignee copywriter. Create the design, assignee, designer. Build the page, assignee, developer. Test and deliver to the client, assignee, project manager. Note that for the chain to work correctly, each subtask must have the sequence enabled and the status set to draft. It's also important to remember that the chain will always start in the same order in which you arrange the subtasks. After setup, only the first task, write the copy, will be active. When the assignee finishes their work and moves the task to an inactive status, for example, when they complete it, the next task will start automatically. This same process will continue throughout the chain. Meanwhile, individual assignees may not even know that other tasks exist in the chain. For them, the task looks like any other. If a particular chain will be used only once, materials can be passed between employees through the parent task. The main goal is to give employees access to it in advance. If you regularly work with a task chain, it is typically more convenient to set it up once as a task template. This allows you to launch it in one click whenever you need it. To do this, create a new template to act as the parent task. Fill in the fields and enable the sequence as before. Now add the template for the first subtask in the chain. Fill in the fields. This time, sequence and statuses will be enabled automatically. Templates for the remaining subtasks are configured the same way. You can also add parallel tasks to the chain. These do not depend on the sequence and can start at the same time as any of the individual tasks in the chain. For example, let's create a task using this template. At first, the chain works as usual, but after the copywriter's task is complete, designer's task starts, as do the parallel tasks. When the employee completes all the work, the chain continues in the usual order. To set up parallel tasks, go back to the chain template. Now, select the stage where you want to add them and create a subtask template. Fill in the fields, go to Details, and disable the sequence. This task will now display as parallel. The other tasks are configured the same way. And that's it. You now have a tool that helps organize and speed up routine processes. You can learn more about setting up and using sequential tasks in the Help Center. We've left the link in the video description.